Hello everyone. In the last session, that is session 5, we have discussed about return on investment. And in that, we have discussed what is an investment, so what are the factors we should consider before an investment, and how to get a return on investment. And we learned how it is incremental and what are the factors and important concept regarding return on investment. Along with that, we have discussed another factor which is related to implementation of Green IT, that is metrics. In metrics, we have learned what is a metric program and what are the contents a metric program include, and what is the success of metric program. So, what are the main criteria for the successful metric program? We will move on to our current session. In this session, we will be discussing the last one factor which is related to implementation of Green IT, that is goal question metric paradigm, and we will also discuss about information assurance. The goal question metric paradigm. It is one of the famous sound metric program available in the market, and the challenge for IT managers is to develop a sound metric program for collection of data and to show the return on investment. For every IT manager, it is a challenge to find a best mechanism or the model design model for the correct criteria for the right organization. So what organization is the process is, and what are the products the organization is manufacturing. Based on those factors, the IT manager will choose the correct metric program. And the question that hunt every IT initiatives is how to measure the benefit. Before that, how to have a system to measure the benefits. Uh, the answer for all these measurement criteria is the GQM. It's a simple, easy mechanism which collects the data and helps the company to find out its right path regarding implementation of Green IT. The name itself says it has three simple steps. We'll be discussing this in detail in the current slides. The simplest framework for devising the metrics program by providing three simple steps. So first one is goal, second one is question, third is metric. So these words are familiar for all of you. Goal is a target which has been set, and based on the goal or the target, so we should frame ourselves number of questions. So what are the things we should do? What are the challenges may come? And what are the solutions we should prepare for the challenges that might come in the future, and based on our goals and the questions, we should try to collect the data which could answer all the questions and the goals, and the goals finally should be justified by our data collected and the questions. So it's a simple easy program. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಜಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ಎಂ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಡಿಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂರು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ. ಒಂದು ಗೋಲ್, ಎರಡನೇದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್, ಮೂರನೇದು ಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್. ಗೋಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ನಾವು ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಐಟಿನ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಆನ್ ಅ ಲಾಂಗರ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಅಂತ ಗೋಲ್ನ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಅರೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಏನೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ, ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಹತ್ರ ಫಂಡ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಟೈಮ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಡೇಟಾನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಡೇಟಾ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಡೇಟಾ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಡೇಟಾ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅರೈಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅದು ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಜಸ್ಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋ ಥರ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾದ ಒಂದು ಜಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ಎಂ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಡಿಮ್ನ ನಾವು ಬಳಸ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. So first, let us discuss about goal. We should generate a set of goals based upon the needs of the organization. So in particular, for every organization, goals will be different. So we should first understand what organization is producing or the product of the organization and the process of the organization. Based on that, what are the deficiencies? We should discuss about that, and based on those factors, we should set the goals for implementation of green IT. This is the first step where we set goals based on the need of the organizations. So first, basic requirement of the organization should be understood. Once we understand the requirements, then we should set the goals based on our requirements. This will help determine the target and the area of consideration. First, it will reduce our work by 50% by particularly considering the area of the particular industry or the organization. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಯಾವ ಏರಿಯಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಯಾವುದು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ. ಅದನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ 50% ಕೆಲಸ ಮುಗ್ದೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಏನ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಆ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ತಕ್ಕ ಹಾಗೆ ನಾವು ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ, ಅಚೀವಬಲ್ ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾವತ್ತಿದ್ರು ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ ಅಚೀವಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ರಿಯಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದೇ ಒಂದು ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ರೀತಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಈಗ 1000 crore ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಾನು 100 crore ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು, ಅಥವಾ 1 ವರ್ಷ ನಡೆಯುವಂತ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಾನು 1 month 2 months ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು ಅನ್ರಿಯಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಗೋಲ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಯಾವತ್ತು ಗೋಲು ರಿಯಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಚಾಲೆಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಆಗ ಕಂಪನಿ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ. The second step is the questions. So we should derive a set of questions based on our goal set. In this stage, a number of possible questions which when answered justify the goals generated. We have to set number of questions, and those questions we should answer by collecting the metric data. The purpose of questions is to make metrics program more realistic. So the questions we should set should be challenging and should most relate to the realistic visualization of the industry or organization. So once the questions has been set, we should move on to collect the data. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಗೋಲ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಆ ಗೋಲ್ ನ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವೇ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ ತರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಜಸ್ಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಚಾಲೆಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಅಚೀವಬಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರುವಂತ ಗೋಲ್ಗೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಈಸಿಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಹಾಳಾಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೋಲ್ ನ ಜಸ್ಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋ ತರ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. Finally, we should develop a set of metrics which provide the information needed to answer the questions. The metrics data should be collected in such a way that it should answer all questions, the realistic questions which been set by us or the IT manager, which in turn should justify the goals. In this stage, set of metrics or data which could answer the questions are identified and collected. So we have to identify the data which is suitable for the question, and we should be collecting the data based on the goals and the questions set. The collected data are analyzed and presented in a way to answer the generated questions, which in turn qualify the decided goals. So the goal, question, metric, the three are interlinked. Whatever the data or metric data we collect, when we analyze the data, it should answer all the questions set by us, and all the questions once answered, we should justify the goals which has been set by us. So in this way, the goal, question, metric paradigm will be a success. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಫೈನಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾವ ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ, ಅದರ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಡೇಟಾ ಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಡೇಟಾ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಡೇಟಾ. ಸೊ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಡೇಟಾನ ನಾವು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ ಡೇಟಾ ನಾವೇನ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಡೇಟಾ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ನ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ಗೆ ಆ ಡೇಟಾ ನಾವೇನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ನ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡೋ ತರ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅದೇನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಜಸ್ಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಮ್ಮ ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದನ್ನ. ಆಗ ಒಂದು GQM ಪ್ಯಾರಾಡಿಮ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೊಂದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಈಸಿ ಮೆಥಡ್. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಇದನ್ನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಎನಿ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದಿಸ್ GQM ಪ್ಯಾರಾಡಿಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಬಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಜಸ್ಟಿಫೈಯಬಲ್. So once we complete the GQM paradigm, so we'll move on to the next concept, that is IA, information assurance. Information assurance is the practice of assuring information and managing risk. So the concept itself says it will assure, or it will give a confidence about what data we have collected and what are the data, so what are the concepts we have are secure or not. And the risk, for any challenging task like Green IT, implementation of Green IT, there always will be a risk associated with it. And in Green IT, the popular concepts are 3Rs and the recycling mechanism. 3Rs, we all know what 3R is: refurbish, reuse and recycle. And recycling mechanism means it's a disassembling mechanism, and it is an important reverse logistics which we use in Green IT concept. It is very important. While recycling, whatever we do, what are the challenges we take, we will discuss in the next slide. Why are we worried about IA in Green IT management? That is the biggest question. Because in Green IT management, IA is definitely plays a vital role. How in green IT management, as I said, recycling mechanism and the data we collect and the reverse logistics. In that, without unnecessary copyrights or all, if we disassemble everything or the hardwares or the computers or the data centers, so we should make sure that what are the things which are banned from recycling, what are the things we should never touch, and what are the things which are most needed for recycling. We should understand all the concepts, and all these concepts will be provided by IA. So once we know about IA, so will definitely get to know about the green IT management and what are the tasks we should do definitely, and what are the things we should never touch at all. The core concept of IA is providing both accessibility and security related to green IT initiatives. The major concept of IA is providing the accessibility, so data access, the information related to the risk associated with the data which has been collected, and the recycling mechanism, and the security issues will be major while we use green IT initiatives. So while disassembling, while doing recycling and reverse logistics, so some of the data which are very unacceptable for recycling, like military data, or some of the companies or industries, they will be having a copyright of their data and the hard drives. So we should not touch some of the components which are being copyrighted by the companies. So the all those kind of information will be provided by IA. ಸೊ ಐ ಎ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್, ಅದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ ಡೇಟಾ ನಾವು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಆ ಡೇಟಾನ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಆ ಡೇಟಾ ಇಂದ ಏನೇನು ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಐ ಟಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಜೊತೆ ಡೇಟಾ ಯಾವ ತರ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ರೀಸೈಕ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ರೀಸೈಕ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನ, ಹಾರ್ಡ್ವೇರ್ ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಟಚ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು, ಕೆಲವೊಂದನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಅಸೆಂಬಲ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬಾರ್ದು. ಆ ತರ ಡೇಟಾಗಳು ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಐ ಎ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ರೀಸೈಕ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಬ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಗೋ ತರ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಏನಿದೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ತರ ಡೇಟಾ ಯಾವ್ದು ಕಾಪಿರೈಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಯಾವ ಡೇಟಾ ಸೆನ್ಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನಮಗೆ ಐ ಎ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ ಡೇಟಾಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ವಾಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ನೆವರ್ ಟಚ್. The example which I quoted earlier, considering the recycling of IT components, some of the motherboards and some of the hard drives, like I said, which cannot be touched, some which we disassemble also, it will be of no use. And some of the industries or the companies will be having the copyright for their design and the component which they use in the hardware components like motherboard and see keyboard and CPUs, some of the components and hard drives, and some of those components which are banned from recycling should not be touched, and some of them which have to be kept that way, the way it is in the original size or the original structure. We should keep that in the mind that we should not use those components for recycling. All these information will be provided by IA. And most classified equipment is deemed unacceptable for recycling. Some of the components like military equipments and the computer which has been used by the industries and the hard drives, those things should be returned to them, and they should keep them for the further copyrighted issues. These kind of data, or the what are the data, what kind of hardware, what kind of informations are deemed unacceptable, all those kinds of information will be provided by IA. So we should have IA in green IT to have a proper recycling mechanism and proper data usage and proper techniques usage by the industries. While implementation of green IT, this is very important because it's a new concept, and if you haven't learned or haven't have a training about green IT or green computing, and it will be of no use whatever we do to implement green IT. Every IT industry or every company which is trying to implement green IT should have a strong IA plan to help determine the what is appropriate for recycling. So every industries or every IT industry which is plan on implementation of green IT should have a strong IA plan. So if your IA plan is strong, so you will be assured that you are doing in the right, you are going in the right track and doing the right process, and the product manufacturing is also right, and you have a right mechanism in the way of implementation of green IT. So for any industries, for the any implementation or any product, for any new concepts, there will always be risk. So here we may conclude that we have risk to IA through green IT. This creates the need of risk management. If you want to implement green IT into your industry or the company, there will always be risk. So without risk, any industry cannot survive, or any industry cannot get return on investment, or any industry cannot get profit more. So any industry, if you want to implement a new concept, there will always be risk. So risk is coming means we have to plan on assessing the risk, we have to manage that risk, we have to bypass the risk to achieve implementation of green IT. So risk, we should access it and we should analyze it, we should track it, we should solve before it comes. Risk means here the challenges we face while implementation of green IT. The challenges we face, we should plan on the challenges before it occurs to the industry or the company. Before it comes, when we have a solution for the problem before it even coming, that is the best approach for any implementation of green IT. So here in this session, we have discussed GQM, one of the sound metric program, a popular metric program, and how it works with the simple steps. And along with that, we have discussed IA, information assurance, how it provides accessibility and security for the company, and it helps for the recycling of components of IT. And now we will see some of the multiple choice questions in this session. Let's go for the first question. GQM stands for, so we have discussed this, goal question metric A, option B, goal quality metric, option C, goal question meter, option D, goal quality meter. So answer is option A, goal question metric. The second question is IA stands for. IA in this current concept, IA stands for A, internet access, B, information access, B, internet assurance, D, information assurance. So the answer is option D, information assurance. The third question, the core concept of IA is by providing accessibility and security. Option 1. The second concept is assurance of information. So the four options are 1, option 1 only, B, option 2 only, C, both 1 and 2, D, none of the above. The answer is C, both 1 and 2. So obviously IA, information assurance, provides basically accessibility to the information and the security, and it guides us what to do and what not to do with the recycling components, and always is assurance of information. The IA provides the information assurance. It's provides a company what are the things we should do regarding the concepts and the components of IA and the components of any equipment of IT industries. So both options are true. So option C, both 1 and 2 is the right answer. So fourth question, dash IT components is a great way to improve the IT footprint. The options are recycling IT components, option B, using IT components, option C, burning IT components, option D, cooling IT components. So the answer is recycling IT components is a great way to improve the IT footprint. So option A is the right answer. So IT footprint means the carbon footprint. So the emission criteria, emission report, which commit the components of the industry or the computers or any other computer peripherals which emit. So recycling helps us to improve the footprint of IT. So option A is the right answer. Let us go for the last question. That is, most classified equipment is considered to be unacceptable for recycling. Option A is true. The statement is false. That is option B. So answer is A, true. So it is true that any IA or any component in IA which is unacceptable, some of the military component, some of the components or some of the equipments from industries, IT industries, they have a copyright for the components. So copyrighted components cannot be recycled. So that is the way the IA or metrics program everything works. So option A is the right answer. So in this session, we have discussed goal question metric paradigm and information assurance concept, and we have discussed some of the MCQs. Thank you.